Welcome back to my channel, Kuda's Fish Keeping. Yes, I got a little bit more technology this time. My sister got me a little stand for my phone, so I got some better lighting. But anyways, yeah. I got some tilapia I'm going to feed my fish in a 300-gallon pool a day. Or it's like 317, but we'll just say 300. So... right there. But let's get a little bit closer. We'll do some live feeding today. So let's do some tilapia. That took me a while to be able to hold my hand still like that. But, yeah. See if we can get the arowana to eat. Oh, there goes the catfish. Just a little brew it. Hold on. Oh, there one of us is camera shy today. Come on. There we go. There we got him to eat now. I do have a lid for this tank that I actually made, so I just take it off for the videos because arowanas are actually jumpers. So if you're ever thinking of getting an arowana, if you ever decide to do a pool like this, I don't suggest it first of all. Because this is kind of a pain in the ass setup and it's a learning curve, that's for sure. But yeah, arowanas are jumpers, so you gotta make sure you have a secure lid. I made a lid out of PVC and netting, which I'll show in another video. But I still gotta make a better lid. Because they like to jump in the wild, so you gotta be careful on that. But, yeah, these fish are cool to watch me feed them. But a lot of people should definitely not own these because they end up getting these fish and then they can't handle them anymore because they don't realize how big they get. If you say, oh, well, they grow the size of the tank, yes, they do, but yes, it's also bullshit because basically, when you buy that goldfish and you put it in a fish bowl, or even a 10-gallon tank, yeah, he stops growing, or her, but their organs will keep growing. So you're basically you're basically slowly torturing them to death, is what you're doing when you do that. Fish bowls shouldn't even be a thing, so if you decide to keep fish and you do a fish bowl, just don't even do it, because, yeah, you just should not own animals, son. Yeah, these catfish get about 4 feet. I've heard that they get bigger. There's a guy on Angry Fish. It's called his YouTube channel. He's got a video debunking that they can only get to 4 inches in captivity, but he's also got a 7-foot wide by 14 feet long. Yeah, and his are probably like closer to 5 feet, so they can get bigger, but generally I guess they can get up to 4 feet. So yeah, I definitely don't suggest getting these fish, especially if you're very new to the hobby, because I have a 1,000-watt heater in that corner over there, and then I got my 800 over here, which actually I'll kind of show you what I did, because I actually got the cables wet on this one. Yeah, I got a mess down here, but I took a hole saw bit and I drilled a hole. So all the plugins can't get wet. And then I just got it in here. Because I got it wet the last time and it was actually electrocuting me through the water. But then I ended up letting it dry out for like a week and it works like a charm now. So I had to rush in, go get the 1,000 watt heater. I ended up just saying screw it, I'll get 1,000. And I got a 500 watt heater in there as well. But I got a cheap one off of Wish. So I don't know if it's legitly a 500 watt. Yeah, so I got the 500 watt in that by the intake over there. And then I got my 800 watt in a little basket. And I put an egg crate on top of it. And then I ended up putting a brick on it so my catfish doesn't move it. And then I did the same with the 2 heaters over there. And I took some TPO. It's a type of roofing, and I put that under it so it doesn't burn a hole in my pool. And then there, I had some leftover plexiglass that I put inside there that the heaters are actually suction cupped to. So, yeah, my Oscars look like they're getting a little bigger. Yeah, that white one and the black Oscar, when they were my 125, that black Oscar was way bigger, and he was the dominant one. Then I moved him in here, now now the white one's the dominant of the two. It's kind of funny how you change a fish in tanks and how their behaviors change. But yeah, and these fish will probably outgrow this pool. So this pool isn't even gonna be permanent. I'm gonna end up putting them in the I think it's 9'10" by 6'7", 9'10" long, 6'7" wide, and 26 inches tall. Because this one is 7 feet long. It's like 4 foot something, just barely under 5 feet wide, and then 17 inches tall. I wish it was taller though. I don't mind the other dimensions, but I wish it was taller. But this is all I could find about this size. Because I just want to start out with a smaller one to get the hang of the heating system and the filtration before I set the big one up. So, which I think I might actually make a box for the bigger one, like a big box, and then put pond liner in and actually insulate the box itself. Because guess what? Wisconsin winters suck, and my basement isn't finished, so yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass to keep this heated. Which I got insulation around it for now. Plus, when I put the lid back on, and I used visqueen. I cut some visqueen, and I put that on top, and that keeps the humidity, and it actually keeps it warmer too. Plus, adding the 1,000 watt heater in here has also made a difference. Yeah. This catfish could probably almost swallow my hand. He's between 13 to 15 inches. He's somewhere in there, I know. And he was 2 inches when I got him in July, but I probably already said this in my last video. I just want to show you how big of a piece he can actually eat. I don't know if he'll eat it. Oh, he'll come back. Here's a peacock bass. Come on. I'm just going to toss it to him this time. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab the pellet. Which I am almost out of. Yeah, these pellets I got. My Oscars seem to eat the tilapia for some reason. So I just give them the pellets to eat. Plus my fish in my 125 eat the pellets too, so. Yeah, let me see if I can get him to actually eat this so you can see. There we go. There he goes. Up, he's sniffing it. Alright, his whiskers touching. He'll eat it soon, that tilapia. Did you move, you stupid arowana? God. There you go. Yeah, that tilapia is probably the size of my palm, so... Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't eat the goldfish, to be quite honest, because I think he could actually eat them if he wanted to. Which I gotta worry too, because this catfish could probably, when he's full grown, he might be able to eat all these guys, so. That's another reason why they're a pain in the ass to own, because it's hard to keep other fish with them. Because they can eat your fish, and if they can fit in their mouth, they can eat it, and they grow extremely, extremely fast. So, yeah, he was literally smaller than all these fish when I first got him. He was 2 inches. Arowana was probably 7 inches at most, maybe 8. The Oscars weren't much bigger than they are now. And I got them at 2 inches in August, and it's January, so... Yeah, he grew quite a bit. Yeah, they grow extremely fast. So he's already hit a foot less than 6 months. And he's not even close to being done full grown. He's not even half of the size he's going to be. So, yeah, I definitely don't advise a lot of people actually owning most of these fish. I mean, the peacock bass probably won't get that big, the species I have. If you get, I believe it's called a temamesis, they can get 3.5 feet. So, if you get peacock bass, you gotta really find out what species you're getting, because there's some that get in like the 20, but like the smallest species will get like 20 inches long in the mid-20s, so... Even the small species will get damn near 2 feet. And then also you can get peacock bass that gets 3.5 feet. So, yeah, you really got to look into that. And then arowanas, they can get about 3.5 feet in captivity, 3 feet long. So, that's a big fish. And they're a jumper, so they are a pain in the ass to keep. So, I definitely don't suggest an arowana, because they are jumpers, they need big tanks, or pools. Actually, I had to do a pool because this catfish almost destroyed my 125 gallon. So if you want to get a catfish and you think it will grow the size of the tank, go for it. Because if you do it and you only keep it 125 gallon, or even, anything less than 5 inches wide by 6 inches long, or 5 feet long and 5 feet wide, 6 feet long, and that's even small. Like, this pool is basically 7 foot by 5 foot, and this could be too small for them at some point. So if you want to put them in a tank and you think they're gonna do good in a 125, or even anything below 7 feet wide, or below anything 6 feet wide, and anything less than 6 feet long, good luck, because they will destroy your tank. So, go ahead, you could say they grow the size of your tank. They will get big and they will destroy your tank. So, that's just a warning to you to get these fish, because they do. Because him at 8 inches almost destroyed my 125 gallon. I had literally ear stones in my 300 gallon horse chopper originally before I got this pump put in, or even in this one, before I got this good filtration put in. I had ear stones like the size of my hand, and he could move them around. So yeah, he literally almost destroyed my 125 gallon at when he was 8 inches. So yeah, they grow pretty freaking big. So if you want to do it, go for it, but you're probably not going to have a fish tank anymore, because they will destroy it. So yeah, I'm not even ever going to do a fish tank with these, because first of all, they're expensive as hell. You're talking a couple grand to even have a fish tank big enough to keep these things in. And yeah, they can destroy the glass. So pools are where I did the pool, because it's a lot cheaper. I paid $100 for this, and then for my bigger, my 900 gallon one, I paid 157, and it came with the pump, which I'm not probably even going to use the pump, but yeah. So they're pretty monstrous fish, and you definitely should not own them. And if you do get one and you have one, please do not release it in the wild, because in Florida they're having a real problem with the Plecostomus or plecos. People are releasing them, and in the wild they can get 3 feet long in a very detrimental environment. So please do not release these things in the wild if you cannot handle them. There's I know there's a place called Ohio Valley. No, it's Ohio. I believe it's Ohio Fish Rescue. They take in big monster fish that people can't handle anymore, because he actually has the resources to contain these fish. So if anything, find out a way you can surrender them. Even in Wisconsin we have a fish rescue. So, and if you can't keep these fish, contact my YouTube channel and I'll find a way for you to find them a home. Just please do not release them in the wild. And second of all, you definitely just should probably not own one. Because I didn't realize how big these fish got because I was ignorant. But, yeah, I just accommodated for them. They kept learning. But I'm going to say, if you're not ready to have a pool in your basement, then don't have these fish. Because not worth it. Even that koi over there, they get 36 inches long. They should definitely not be in anything that's not they're meant to be in ponds, so definitely should not even try to put a koi in a tank, because they get pretty big as well. So that's just my little rant, because I think it's stupid that half these pet stores. Well, yeah, Myers too, they sell indescendant sharks. They're called catfish, but they get like 3.5 feet long, and they're selling them at Myers, and then people are freaking having them. And definitely not worth it. So I think Myers should be ashamed of themselves for doing that. And they sell bala sharks. They get pretty big too. I mean, yeah, some of these pet stores should not be selling fish that even get remotely even over 2 feet. Trying to get this peacock bass to eat so you guys can see it on camera. There you go. Well, I guess he's not hungry. Oh, well, catfish will finish what he doesn't eat it. But, yeah. Oh, I forgot to add, I don't know if you guys can see that. I added 45-degree angles. So originally I had the 90-degree angles in there. And that one to your left, or the one towards the intake more over there, was not flowing water very well. So I ended up, so this is how it used to look with a 90-degree, and the water wasn't flowing as good. So I ended up making new ones, and I did 45-degree elbows instead, which I like a hell of a lot better. Plus, the good thing about uniseals in there is I can take the pipes out whenever I want and pop them back in and change a new one. So, I like that. And then on the top, I also put I did a union, so I can unscrew it and take that, disconnect the pipe from the can. So that's not all one unit at least. And then behind the pump, I also did a union as well. So I can actually take it apart and move it around if I have to. So I don't have to, yeah, take that all those pieces off. So that's my little rant on that. Then Yeah. Oh, I also just got a milk crate basket that I use for that. And then that tray I got that in, I got that at the dollar store for like $1. I also have those in my filter too. I use those